Welcome to Sundays with Sandy, a new segment on Last First Date Radio where we believe it is never too late to go on your last first date. I'm your host, Sandy Weiner. I'm a dating and relationship coach, a communications and boundaries expert, and I want you to go on your last first date. I'm going to be sharing the top 5 ways that most of us get in our own way when it comes to dating and building relationships. How do you sabotage your love life? There are 3 key ways that you do that. Number 1, you block opportunities for dating and love. Unconsciously, through your behaviors, you broadcast to the world that you're not interested in a relationship. And I'll go into more details about that in a minute. Number 2, you are resistant to love. You say you want a partner, but you avoid opportunities to make yourself available to dating or meeting men. And number 3, you're ambivalent. You kind of want to find love, and you have an online profile, but you're not fully committed. You sort of open that profile, you just put a few words down on the page, you hardly ever check it, and you send mixed messages to potential dates by being half in and half out. What does this stem from? It stems from limiting beliefs about yourself, about men, and about relationships. Number 1, beliefs about yourself. I'm not blank enough. You believe I'm not young or smart or wealthy or pretty enough, or I'm terrible at relationships, or I'm better off single. These are beliefs that we have that might even be unconscious. Number 2, the beliefs you have about men. Like all men cheat, or men don't value women, or men are selfish, men always leave, men are clueless, men disappoint. These are unconscious beliefs that we carry with us. And number 3, beliefs about relationships. Relationships are about compromising too much, or a relationship is going to stunt my independence, or I don't have time for a relationship. You sabotage your love life in these 5 ways. Number 1, you date emotionally unavailable people. You keep dating people and they're still connected to an ex somehow, or they're busy at work and they don't have time or make time for a relationship, but you get hooked into their lives and then you realize, ooh, not going to work out. Number 2, you're afraid to show your softer side. So much of connection is about vulnerability. It's about sharing the softer parts of us. And often we come to dates with trying to be perfect, trying to act like we have everything together and we don't need a stinking man. Number 3, you're looking for the spark and you have other unrealistic expectations about love and dating. This probably is the most common one, that there has to be that spark in it. You have to feel it immediately, and this person has to be 6 feet tall, and they have to be ruggedly manly, and all these things that actually get in the way of what really counts in a relationship. Number 4, you have trouble trusting. You are carrying old wounds from the past and you have trouble opening up because you have trouble trusting that somebody is actually going to be there for you. And number 5, you don't communicate your wants and needs. If you don't speak up and say what you want and need, nobody that you date will ever know. And so this is also one of the most important things that sabotage people from finding love. I've seen so many women who finally speak up and the guy's like, wow, I had no idea. So how do you break the cycle of self-sabotage? You recognize when you have a limiting belief, like all men are going to cheat, or I can't trust men, or relationships are about compromising too much, or I'm going to lose my independence. And then ask yourself, is this true? And now you might believe that it is true because part of it has been true for you in the past. But do I know without a doubt, 100%, is this true? And usually it's not going to be true because there is always a possibility that it's not. So if it's not true, what's another perspective that you can adapt? How else can you see this? And then adapt that perspective, because the more you start to believe something else, a different belief, a belief that could be true, the more you're going to start attracting that into your life. Be aware when you start seeing men or dating or whatever the beliefs are in a way that's really not helpful for you. The awareness is the first step. And then asking yourself, is this true? And then changing your perspective is going to begin to draw in the type of partner who would be a good fit for you. If you are ready to get unstuck, gain new tools, become more empowered, and finally find your last first date, I'd love to talk to you. Fill out an application to be considered for a complimentary half-hour love breakthrough session at lastfirstdate.com/application. That's lastfirstdate.com/application. I look forward to talking to you soon.